Well. Welcome back to Krown's Cave, and it is a beautiful Friday early evening over here from Chicago, Illinois. A little bit tired of myself, underslept once again, but you know what? I think tonight is going to be the night where I get a good night's sleep, so I'm going to force one out right now. But you know what? We actually do have plenty of things to talk about, as Bitcoin has taken that nice little rise up we spoke about during this morning's video, hitting our first target. So I did want to follow through with this, and as always, because it is a Friday, hey, do want to say, hey, I wish you a happy Friday. Wish you the best, the happiest, as we do say, and let's initiate that teleportation, wasting no more time. Like I said, I do want to make sure that I try a little bit more consciously to make these videos on the shorter side. I really am trying to do that, I promise. But we don't have too many new things to talk about today, so that's all good. But looking at Bitcoin right here on the 4 hour, we do see that the areas that we're looking at to get taken out were taken out. More importantly, looking at this blue box territory right here, we did actually bounce off of the lower end of it, as we spoke about during this morning's videos, which actually did add a little bit onto my spot. So I wasn't able to show this during this morning's video because for whatever reason, it was really fucking up my stream. And also, more importantly, I am told by my lawyer that it's a little bit left of center if I trade on a live stream, because that can be construed as financial advice. So it's better to do it as a standalone video. Anyways, holding all these positions long, basically started this December long based off of the 21x benchmark moving average on the daily, which we took a stab down towards last night at about 11,200. Then I added right here as well, and now I'm just holding it as long as as soon as we got above that last kind of local high right here. So I do think that we have a little bit more on this to go. All lower time frames are following through here. We do see 4 hour Stokes headed back upwards and onwards. The 4 hour Stokes have been pretty damn good at getting overall price action. Last good cross that we saw was over here on the 6th of July, which was during this wow, this is so fucking convoluted. During this consolidation right here, kind of leading back up, and time before that, as you can see, right over here on 2nd of July, catching this low as well, kind of on a also on a test of the 200x benchmark moving average, this purple moving average right here, and a similar setup as we see right on over here. More importantly, it's the 2 hour that's the star of the show, and the 2 hour really governing things quite well, in my opinion. It's the 2 hour, again, I've been showing these trend lines for a while, but I just kind of want to follow up with them. It's the white 200 simple and the blue 377x benchmark moving average, and ever since we kind of turned around the mark cycle in February to the upside, these two moving averages have been extremely insightful and incredibly helpful with kind of gauging the overall malaise of this market, telling us what the Boston algs are doing. Each and every time that we break below the white 200 simple, price accumulates around that blue 377x benchmark moving average, and then once we break back above that white 200 simple, well, massive girthy green dildo parties, as you see right here. As I make sure that my mic's actually working good, very happy about that. And then another girthy green dildo party on on this one right here, actually another like $4,000. This one right over here about only a few $1,000, and then this one a little bit more recently, leading up from about 8,000 all the way to 14, and then right on over here from 10,500 to about 13,500 once again, and then we actually broke it more recently in the last day. But looking at this, it actually is kind of printing a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders right here. I very rarely call it these patterns. I'm really not a pattern trader. I really dislike them in general because I think that they're perpetuated by people who probably well-meaning people, but a little bit newer perhaps it's just like the first thing that you learn on fucking Investopedia. So people typically learn that and then they go bark about it on something like crypto Twitter and then get everyone riled up. So usually market movers will paint these patterns in. But looking at this right here, we actually do have an inverted head and shoulders, and there is a mesh move to be made off this baby. And let's actually just put it in right now. It's going to be like something like this, pointing us into our next blue box territory. So I like the confluences with this area. I would say that our first target was hit at about 1900. 1900 on this wick right here. Let me just confirm. Yeah, 1950. I do like that. I do think that we probably have some more to go, and probably do reach into this blue box territory. Overall, the name of the game is still that of consolidation, but I did want to show with these moving averages right here that we are once again back above the white 200 simple. We have an open and close above there, and for me, that's likely going to lead up to a little bit more momentum being gained. We do see our momentum oscillators while we are here. Looking at the 2 hour still up. I believe the hourly is up as well. Yeah, hourly is up as well. Then we have 3 hour up as well, and then 4 hours. So usually when I see all four of these guys aligned, that's where that's where I like to kind of hold trades onto. So I will be holding this trade, and I'll kind of move up my stop to the low of this local low right here at about 11,500. 11,500, so I'd still be in profit of about like $300 price action if we do come back down around there. So again, just kind of slowly but surely moving this one up, and letting the chips follow they made. Not only that, but we do see 4-hour RSI right here regaining the exponential, so I do like that, and headed for the neutral zone as well. So overall, I do think that this has a little bit more up to go. But remember, the greater picture is still that of consolidation, and the consolidation is, as everyone's looking at the same thing right here. I'm not saying anything crazy. Everyone's got this on the charts right now, and that is a nice little symmetrical triangle. Well, not a little one, but a big one actually. And this guy really crawling his way through. And I would say that the next big move probably going to happen in the next few days, as we do get more and more full on this. These things typically break once we get about 69 to 79 to 75% full. So I'd say that's in the next couple days. It looks like. More importantly, we can make a measure move off this. So if we do break it to the upside above about 12,500, 12,600, measure move would be pointed towards 14.5 region. If we do break it to the downside, would align with first we'd have to break the 21, which is 11.2, 11.3. If we do break that with the daily total close below, or even take out yesterday's daily total low at 10.9, then I would be looking for a measure move being initiated all the way down to about 94, 95 region. So that's what I'm looking at right here. Other than that, nothing's really changed since we spoke this morning. Just kind of the lower time frames oscillating and going around. I do think it is appropriate to show that overall we do see the hourly still suggesting that this is just one massive consolidation right here. Historical volatility percentile taking a nosedive, as you can see. Well, not necessarily nosedive, but it has that nice orderly drop off in volume, which is what you want to see during your consolidations, which, yes, we do have some pretty nasty moves here, no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, it is still just, this is just Bitcoin right now. It's a big number, it's a big range, and yes, it is a consolidation, but yes, it does move a lot, but at the end of the day, it still is a consolidation. So I wouldn't be saying anything more than that. I think I still lean to the upside just because, well, the former trend was to the upside, so it is a little bit more statistically likely. We do see daily Stokes to the upside as well, which the last few crosses to the upside, basically all the crosses on the side of the overall macro trend have been really, 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 really good. The last cross that we saw was right on over here on the 9th or 10th of June. That was leading up from this move from 8,000 all the way to 14. The time before that was right on over here on 30th of April, which led all the way up from 53 to 9,000. Time before that was actually all the way back here at around 3,900, leading up for this $2,000 move to 55, or about $2,000 move. Just kind of eyeballing them right now. More importantly, or just as important, to kind of like match this up with another thing, what I really want to see for the next big move to really begin is I want to see that daily RSI get back above this exponential right here. The exponential moving average. We see a very similar concurrent signature with the last few Stoke crosses. So if you remember those dates, we said 10th of June. Well, on the 11th of June, we see actually the RSI cross back up to the upside of this exponential right here, which that got the momentum a little bit better. Stokes got you a better entry. RSI got you a better momentum. And then the time before that was right on over here, as you can see, crossing above the exponential, and then boom, massive green dildo party back to the upside. And then the time before that was right on over here for this nice little $2,000 move as well. So all those things very, 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 very important, but I would say that this is the next kind of piece of the puzzle. If we do see daily RSI close above that exponential, I would get bullish for a move much higher, and likely going to align with this whole formation breaking to the upside. It also goes without saying that we're just kind of oscillating between the bullish control zone and the neutral zone. I do think it's appropriate to look at CME futures here, as we'll be closing them for the week in about 25 minutes. Let's see how the weekly is going to close on these babies. Weekly is going to close kind of nasty. It doesn't look like we are going to travel back above above the top trolling bands. Hey, get on over here, you little troll fucks. There you go. My autistic rage is coming out once again. If we were going to close back up above the top of these guys, I would say that the next trend is going to be beginning. But for right now, to me, it just looks like, well, not really too much to be gained off this. Let's look at what the daily's going to close like. Daily's going to close okay, not crazy, not great. Another test of the 21 and back above. Do we close above and regain the red 10 simple? Right now we are about $40 above it. So, whoa, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God, that was loud. Oh my fucking God. I'm so tired right now too, and that was crazy. Oh, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Did CME's already close? They close at 7. at 7 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, that'd be in 24 minutes. But they look like they're closed already. They look like they're closed already. They look like they are closed. They are closed. So I have my times wrong. Must be 6. Still getting adjusted to this new time zone. Anyways, let's go check out how GBTC closed out the week. As so CMEs did regain the 10 simple. So CMEs are above all major moving averages. So is GBTC as well. Yes, we did sell it down, but we did hold this area right here. It's very sloppy. It's very ugly, but it does hold for now. More importantly, for spot charts, let's go back on over here, take these guys off. We do see that if we actually could close above that red 10 symbol, we're also going to regain the median on the 200 bands as well. So that would likely incite a test a little bit higher. I mean, technically, you want to kind of test the upper of the 200 bands here. It doesn't always happen like that, but I would say that it would be, it'd still kind of insinuate that the overall trend is still intact to the up. So just more and more things pointing to the upside. Of course, it's not all it's not all rosy pictures right now. I would say that 3-day right over here is still a little bit left of center. We do see 3-day Stokes headed down, kind of nose diving right here, which each and every time that we've seen kind of one of these comebacks, just small bounce and then come back again, typically do flood down the price as well right here. Boom up, come back down, bounce once, then flood. Then we have same thing. Well, let's actually go to a chart that's more. Then we have same thing right over here. Boom up, come back down, bounce and down. Same thing right here. Boom up, comes back down, bounce once and flood it. And then same thing right here. You already know. Don't want to bore you with the details of that, but you do see, it's that would probably be the most bearish thing for me. I think it is also worth mentioning. What is the daily jewel looking like right now? Yeah, so the daily jewel is still a little bit too. It's too premature to judge. We still have about an hour and 23 minutes until the daily total close. If we do close, if we do close above 11.8, I think that this is going to curl back up, and we don't see this actually turn around. But if you do have access to the jewel and you see the next tick angled down, that's going to be bearish. But we'd have to go back down to 11.3, 11.4 for that to actually really happen. Right now, still, I still basically just lean to the upside as long as we're holding this area right here. It's hard for me to get like super bearish. It's hard for me to look for like significant downside. Did I show my positions? I do want to be transparent with that. Just basically holding the same positions. I did basically start a position based off the 21 right on over here on those December futures. They do have a massive premium on them, about $600. So that's why you see the entry a little bit nastier. But of course, the P&L representative of what that should. So I am actually about $250,000 long right now on my stream account, which is crazy to say. I mean, the crazy thing is that this account used to be like a little baby account, and now it actually is okay. And what's up, Camille? Didn't scare me that much on that time, huh? I'm ready for you, bitch. Hey, good to meet you, man. Sorry, don't mean to call you that. Just sincerely a term of endearment. But good to meet you, and welcome to the cave, my friend. Anyways, let's go to the 12-hour really quick. 12-hour kind of turning up and spinning around 12,100-ish region, kind of first target on this guy. We actually do see 12-hour Stokes coming down this whole way, while price action has been... it looks like it's putting a low right here on the 50 exponential is what it looks like to me. 12-hour RSI looks like consolidation. That's really all. I do want to mention this though. Daily here is very interesting. If we actually do confirm this as a local low, which if we confirm this as a local low, it'll probably confirm that if we close the daily above the 10 simple and then trade above the high of today, and this is coming for tomorrow, then we'll actually be looking at hidden bullish divergence here between this point and actually both these points. But that would align with this, still taking on a little bit more of a bullish nature. So I just do want to show that really quick. I think I'll leave the more technical things for perhaps tomorrow's video when I have a little bit more energy, and of course the long-term analysis video on Sunday. But for now, do I want to leave it there? Do we want to talk about the top shitcoins perhaps? Term of endearment once again, of course, because the mob comes after you when you say that. The most bearish thing for Bitcoin is the altcoins, really. The altcoins do not look good to me. Then again, the market typically moves together. So is Bitcoin going to save the rest of the market, or do the altcoins take Bitcoin down? And are they kind of like telling you the future right here? To be fair, Mr. Buteral is bouncing off the 10 simple right here, so it's not a death sentence, but we do see weekly Stokes coming down, weekly RSI breaking the exponential. I'm not a big fan of what I'm seeing here. It's not the best look on this. I mean, really realistically, the next big support is about 250-ish region, a little bit lower than that. Let's go check out Mrs. Litecoin. Let's go back for a second, because if Bitcoin looks like it wants to tick up here, what does Mr. Buteral look like? Actually selling down right here already. Do I think that we get a test of 284? Probably, but the tides don't really turn until we get back above 284. So if you do see Mr. Buterol get back above about 284 and a half to 285, I'd be looking for a move actually all the way back up towards $300 and plus. But for right now, still kind of struggling, but likely to fall whatever Bitcoin does. We do see 4-hour turning around, so okay. I'm basically just going to go with whatever Bitcoin looks like. Litecoin, same thing, exact same area on the 4-hour. Daily kind of same thing as well. Next major support is actually all the way down here at about 85 and a half, or sorry, 86, 87 bucks. Looks nasty as well. It's a hard chart to love in this posturing. Weekly does want to bounce up, so lower time frames, like I said, probably do want to bounce back up a little bit, maybe like 108, maybe even 110. But as long as this baby's below about 111, we'll call it, I am questionative of the higher time frames. Again, if Bitcoin wants to turn around, I'd be bullish on this one as well. Put it that way. And holy shit, man. What's up, Robbie? Rodney. Good to meet you, man. Welcome to the cave, my friend. Jesus Christ, man. It's a nice, busy day. Let's get back on over and check out. Do you want to check out gold really quick? What's gold looking like? Gold looks very constructive right now. This consolidation, still working out. So I would still, I'd still kind of be following it. I do think that we get another test to the top side of the range here. It looks bullish to me. It looks and operates bullish. And that is good for Bitcoin, I'd imagine, just because Bitcoin and gold seem to be correlated. If we can actually show this with the mathematical formula, of course. Correlation coefficient right on over here. Where are we? Where are you, Ballypoor, you beautiful bastard? Let me bring it up just really quick. So the correlation is going to be represented by this purple histogram chart right here. Weekly is quite correlated, so a bullish gold does bode well for a bullish Bitcoin. Same thing for a daily, quite high correlation as well. And these guys, hitting the tops of their range. So I do kind of like that. I did forget to look at this for Bitcoin. Whoops, wrong input. Let's do something like that. There we go. Bring this down right around as well. We do see this indicator this chart right here is a chart of expected moves. I mean, to me, this is just consolidation between the first and deviation. So we just came back down, hit the lower end of this area. That's also why I bought as well. And the top of this area would actually be all the way at about 12,005, 12,006. So just as an idea, it matches up perfectly with our ranges as a symmetrical triangle. So I really like it that the tentacles align. Anyways, gold, if we do actually take out the upside above about 1425, measure move towards 1466 initiated most likely. Link, what else is next? Link kind of holding its own pretty well. I do think that it works its way back up here towards 29. I mean, we already got the tick to 29 actually, 28.7. I think that's good enough. Weekly is still kind of consolidating though, so I'm not sure how much I'd trust it. I think I'd just be looking for this area to get drawn out here, range between about 30,000 and in our current area about 25. Cardano, catching a little bit of a bid as well. Probably have some bullish divergence on the 4-hour. In fact, we certainly do. Hitting up all the way to the 21, as we said, about 600 satoshis. So target hit there. Do I think this one has more upside? Let's go to a daily. Yeah, maybe up to 650 over time. Still not a fan of most alts. Most alts are looking pretty bad versus Bitcoin. Versus a dollar, they probably look okay. Or they probably look like all the other alts, which I'm not a big fan of. BNB coin, CZ's favorite shitcoin, needs to if it can regain $32, actually would be bullish for a move back up towards 34 and a half to 35. For right now, still kind of in a decision phase. A little bit on the stronger side as far as alt goes, but I do think that the next move probably brings it down to 31 on the lower time frames. Zcash probably back up. Ooh, looking okay here. Probably back up towards 94. Bcash, what's Bcash doing? Probably gives a little bit of a try towards 365. Tron Cash, resistance right at 3 cent even. Neocash, it's right there basically. It's right fucking there. Let's go to a daily. Yeah, if we can close the daily back about $15.50, I would be looking for a move to bring it back into the 17 level. But for now, I'm going to follow the rest of the market. EOS Cash 480, getting all the way down to our bearish, even overshooting my bearish targets here. Probably does try to bounce off this area a little bit more, maybe like $5 target. Ripple Me Nipples Cash, where are we at? Full on closure below the daily 200. We don't see too many other alts doing this. Not good, man. Not good at all. If we can actually regain the 200 simple, maybe it's a little bit of a fake out. I mean, volume is pretty light on this guy, but if we do regain the 200 simple, then I'd probably be looking for a move back up towards 37.5 cent. Then again, that's one of the weaker charts. Monero, one of the stronger charts. Actually, we're getting all major moving averages. Probably looks like it's setting up for a move back up towards 107. Stellar Rumens. Kind of similar to Mr. Ripple's nipples, actually. It's been living below the 200 simple for a long time now. Wow, powerful. Right at resistance, probably does back off in the lower time frames, but no, it's actually okay here. Probably test towards 10 spot 3. And I think that does it. So I'll briefly wrap up Mr. Bitcoin. Of course, I'll just keep it kind of like brief on the higher time frames here. Still working on descending triangle, break below, or sorry, not a break below, but a close below 10,000, or sorry, 11,200, or just a wick below 10.9, and I'll be looking for moves much further south. Not going to happen immediately, but over time it would kind of initiate that. By the same token, I do think that lower time frames probably do work their way up here towards 12, and in higher time frames, if we do see a break above about 12.6, 12.5, then I'll be looking for the next big trending move, which I do expect happens. So I think that the next big trending moves happens in the next 2 to 3 days, most likely. Anyways, with all that said, I hope that I've kept this video a little bit on the shorter side. Let me know what you think of it. I didn't go too deep into like tentacles. I didn't go super deep into tentacles in this one, so I'm curious if people like that, if people don't like that. I can always save the deeper tentacles for for the weekend times, for the people who really want to go like super deep with it. This one, I wonder how this one will be received. Anyways, I do want to wish you well. I'm gonna go back to setting up my own cave. I'm really excited about that, but man, it's been tiring as fuck. It's like I think I'm like dealing with the last of my energy sources right now, just because I change countries, so I have jet lag, and then not getting good sleep for like the last week and a half. Probably not helping either, but I have a good feeling about tonight. Probably gonna get a good night's sleep. Anyways, I do want to wish you well. Do want to wish you the best rest of your Friday. I'll be back on tomorrow with some more video analysis. Take care and see you soon.